It started with ceremonial marching through the streets of Philadelphia, both the British and American sides represented in Revolutionary-era uniforms. And then commemorating the unknown soldier who died in the fighting, before the grand opening of the first-of-its-kind Museum of the American Revolution. Inside, never-before publicly displayed original artifacts that represent the period, the musket often the symbol of the war. There's a painting of the key figures, like George Washington, and the original sash he wore on his military fatigues.
We tell a story of the Revolution that should really broaden your perspective on how rich and diverse those experiences were, and hopefully make you feel a kind of empathetic connection to people.
The museum is opening on the 242nd anniversary of the start of the war. This room in the museum commemorates that day. Remarkably, over all these years, there's never been a museum dedicated to this conflict, despite its significance in history. There's the war narrative taught in the textbooks, and then there's the real war, often hidden for centuries, that the museum is trying to bring to light. Like the rarely told story of the ONEIDA indigenous people and how they supported the war for independence, only to see their land taken from them later.
Our people made great sacrifices to help support the colonists at a time when the outcome of the war was completely uncertain.
And there's Mumbet, an enslaved black woman who was beaten by her master after saying the Declaration of Independence should not just read "all men are created equal," but also include black women. In another display case, the German language copy of the Declaration of Independence, a reminder the revolution took place when America was already attracting immigrants from outside the English-speaking world.
This idea that you can tell the story of the founding of the nation only through one group of people or one gender is just historically wrong. So rather than being politically correct, we feel we're being historically correct in telling this broader story.
A broader story that shows the real faces behind the founding of a country, faces that were just as much brown and black as they were white. Gabriel Elizondo, Al Jazeera, Philadelphia.